Hey, thank you so much for snagging your copy of 9 to Noon, which is like, so exciting. When I was putting this membership pack together, when I was putting the implementation coaching program together, I was thinking about like everything that you would need to succeed once you have this book, because this book is like straight gold. I mean, like literally I have students that read this book and then they make 6 figures. I mean, it's like, I'm so excited that you got your copy, because that is just huge. But I was thinking like, what else could new investors need to succeed? And I thought like, wouldn't it be cool if there was this kind of unadvertised super secret bonus that I could give you that would totally change everything in sort of all aspects of your life. Now, to give you a little bit of a background on what this little like section is and what this area is, you know, a long time ago, you guys know I was just this like giant fat kid. I mean, it's insane. You guys saw a picture of me, I think, on the page where I introduced you guys to the Think and Grow Rich course that I taught. Like, I had like no direction in my life, no fulfillment, no motivation, no movement, nothing. And for me, back then, you know, it didn't make any sense for me to start investing. It didn't make any sense for me to get into personal development because I didn't have mastery over my mind. And, you know, I talked about this a little bit in the interview with Mike Sass. Like, if you can't control your mind or your body, then how are you gonna control the world around you? You know, if you, and it's difficult because, you know, there's a lot of rich people that are sort of unhealthy, but I think probably the biggest perspective I've seen from like all of my mentors is you have to have control of your body before you take control of your mind. And so what I wanna share with you here is a program that totally changed my life. I started this program. It's a diet program and an exercise program. The exercise part is the most important part. And look, guys, it's not difficult. Like, if you want to get really, really, really fit, or if you want a six-pack, if you want to look really slim, it all comes down to diet and exercise. Like, there's no like secret formula. There is like, you know, eating a whole lot of fats and eating a whole lot of protein, which is really great. Well, I'll talk about that on the cooking section of this area. But, you know, in general, like, basically the quickest, most effective way to get toned and to look amazing is working out. And it's just so critical that you have that, because it builds what? It builds confidence, it builds belief, it builds conviction, it builds sort of a momentum. You're rolling and rolling and rolling down a hill like your snowball, right? And your snowball grows and it grows and it grows and it grows. And you know, the first step to building that snowball is having control over your body. And so that was sort of what I realized a long time ago, and I said, look, I've got nothing going on in my life. So I spent about half a year going through this program. It's actually not half a year. It's about a 3 month program. Basically, I went through this program and it changed my life. I went from that super fat guy to six packs, and it was like game changer for me. Confidence exploded. My ability to go out there and actually like earn income was just huge. And that was, you know, I got my first job, how I got into trading stocks, how I got into investing, how I got into business assets. Everything stemmed from the confidence, the belief, the conviction, and the success that I had, or that, you know, you can have too, with, you know, having a great body and being able to wake up every morning, look in the mirror and say, holy crap, I look amazing. I'm so excited to conquer the day. Because once you have that confidence, and some, you know, if you already have an insane amount of confidence, that's great. But for me, when I was starting out, you know, I was a little bit of a shyer kid. I didn't have a lot of confidence. And having like a really nice body was like the key to get there. And it's also the key to skyrocket your investments, because your investments will perform better when you're more confident, not only in yourself and your investments, most significantly in your ability to execute. And that's one thing that working out, you know, pretty much on a consistent basis, going hard, does to totally change your life. And so to introduce this program, I want to share with you because it's a freaking game changer. So let's go over to the computer. I want to kind of just elaborate a little bit on why I think it's so absolutely critical that you do, you know, have control of your body. Now look, here's the deal. You know, there's like 3 core parts of your life, and I feel like if you can fulfill these 3 core parts, like, you're gonna have a great life. The first one's health. Like, health is critical, you know, being healthy, and then like your body. I mean, that's the foundation. You live longer, you live a happier life, live a more fulfilling life. You can do more things. You can go out and be with your family. You don't have to say, oh, I can't do that too. Well, there are like 80-year-olds that are skydiving. Like, you can do anything. And running like Ironman marathons. I mean, it's like insane. The human body can do so much. You just have to be there. Then there are relationships. relationships, right? Like relationships are the key. This is like exactly what we teach in the Think Grow Rich course. This idea of how sex is more than just an act and how it's so absolutely critical to find those deep connections. And I mean, like guys, you just know it's like, it's super nice. I mean, it's just massive, massive fulfillment, massive happiness, massive clarity. It all comes from what? It comes from relationship. And those are both super, super awesome. They're like the key. They're to a happy life. Alongside what I focus on and what I teach and what my specialty is in, and that is wealth. And that's exactly what you're gonna learn in the 90 Noon implementation program. Specifically, like I'm really, really huge, and you guys are gonna learn. It's the first thing you're gonna learn. Stock investing. Like that is the dream. Then you're gonna learn, how to take that and turn it into, day trading, or also, swing trading, or also, long term or trading. And though, I mean, that's like the key, that's the foundation, that's how you multiply your money. That's like what I'm super, super passionate about. And then after you guys learn that, you're gonna be going through the implementation coaching program. You're also gonna learn about crypto, and you're gonna learn about crypto mining. So it's not just, investing, but it's also like how can you build sort of like this recurring passive income. And then you're gonna learn about business assets, which is insanely cool. And these, I mean, everything here, it all comes down to this one concept of, building assets so that you can build real savings and retirements. And so that's like the core, that's the foundation. But here's the deal, okay? None of that happens if you don't have this stuff over here taken care of. Like you can't be investing and growing your accounts and making tons and tons of money if you can't get out of bed in the morning because you have perpetual disease, or because you literally can't move your legs because you're so large. I remember growing up, like I was just like massive kid, and I would be like ashamed to look at myself, like ever. And for me, like if I didn't have health, like there's just no way I could start investing confidently in myself. And a big part of trading and of investing is confidence. You need to have belief and conviction in your own ability to execute and succeed with the investments that you make. And so you've got to have this health to get here. And it's really amazing. Like at least personally, when I've had really strong and quality connected relationships in my life, they have led to better investments in almost everything that I do. And so while I'm not going to necessarily personally teach you relationships or health, like those are very critical keys to having overarching success, not just in wealth, but in your life, right? And this is pretty foundational based stuff, and I'm really excited to teach you guys about building assets. But I also want to give you sort of the resources or the tools, because if I can help you find a way to increase your health and your relationships, it's going to be that much easier for you to increase your wealth, right? And that's what really matters. That's like what the focus is on. At least that's what I teach, and that's what this members area is about. I just want you to understand that's the mentality behind what I'm about to share with you. So I hope that makes sense. Hope you get that. Does that make you cool? All right, awesome. So now you know, and obviously you guys are going to be going through the implementation coaching program. So you'll get all these assets, as you go through. And so here's what I want to share with you. Okay. So basically the story behind this program that I followed, it was an exercise program. I just showed you all the exercises to do, and it had 4 phases. It was like 3 phases and then a final phase. And the first phase was a couple of weeks of workouts. The second phase was a couple of weeks of workouts. And the third phase is about 2 weeks of workout. It starts off like at the basic full body stuff, and then it goes into like getting super toned and specific muscles. And at the end, it's like this is the final stepping stone. This is like this legit working out and getting super swole. And then the final phase is like just hardcore. You're gonna look absolutely amazing. I mean, you look in the mirror and you're like, holy crap, who's that person? So the story behind this program is, long time. It was probably like half a decade ago. It's insane. I was sitting in my room, I'm like, okay, well, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? And I was smart enough to do what you did and try to find somebody that had actually like been there and done that before. And so I looked up, like, I was trying to figure out all this stuff about how to get like 6-pack. I get really in shape. And I found this guy named Mike Chang, and he was teaching this course called 6-Pack Shortcuts. And I was like, holy crap, that's like exactly what I want. Yes, let me do that, please. So I got this guy's course with some of my savings, and I mean, it was insane. It was phenomenal. And like I said, it totally changed my life, shifted my entire body, and like changed the entire course of my life by giving me the confidence to go and actually, quit my job to trade stocks full time. I mean, everything like came from the confidence that this gave me. Everything came from the self-image that I gained by going through this fitness program for about a couple of months. And it's insane how fast the results were. I mean, I just can't tell. This guy is amazing. He's insane. He's been working out since like 11 years old, and he looks, I mean, it's insane. He's one of the best mentors, the fitness mentors like on the planet. It's phenomenal. And you know, he was selling this course for like $1,000, and at the time, like, I mean, the results were phenomenal. I can't even tell you how much this guy meant to me. It still means to me. And basically, he had this company he started to sell this called Six Pack Shortcuts, and he sold and sold and sold. He made, I think it was a little bit over $10 million selling this course, and it was a total game changer. And then like everyone started to get, you know, upset with him because they thought they got scammed or something, or they thought it was like fake or bogus, and like, I don't know, maybe like they just didn't do the workouts. I don't know. Basically, he got a lot of hate from a lot of people. I don't think they were clients who were mad at him. I think they were just people that were upset that he was like selling this course for so much, even though, I mean, it's worth so much. And so he got like a lot of hate. He got a lot of mean stuff circulating. And basically, from what I could tell, there's very limited information about this guy. He like sold his company and then quit teaching. And then the people that bought his company turned it into like a supplement company. And then they just started selling supplements, and they aren't like selling his course anymore. And so basically he just took like, you know, 10 or 15, like I think $1 million, and just went to live his life and do whatever he wants. And like, that's exactly what you guys should do. If you build up a business asset, and then you can sell for, you know, I know people that sell their business for hundreds of millions of dollars, and I study them and I ask them questions. And so like, that's a really great way to like never have to work again. And so that's kind of what he did. He sold his business, not for hundreds of millions, but for, you know, what most people make in about, you know, 10 lifetimes, 2 or a couple of lifetimes. I mean, probably 7 lifetimes. I mean, he added so much value into the world. And you guys are going to learn about this as you start learning about building a business asset a little bit later in the trainings, a little bit later in the implementation program. How to like really build these business assets that can be worth, you know, tens, hundreds, you know, billions of dollars. I mean, I know someone just sold their company to Tyson for like $860 million. It's pretty insane. So that's kind of something you'll learn about later. But the key here is he sold his stuff, and then all of his trainings like came offline, and they were no longer available to purchase. And this new company that bought all of his stuff has just kind of turned it into like this corporate thing to sell supplements. And so it's kind of like really weird, because like nobody actually sells this course anymore. It was made like a while ago, but like everything in it is like gold. I mean, it's literally like the best thing I've ever seen, and it changed my life. And so what I did is I had all the files when I like originally bought the course. Like I had all the files from the course, and so like, well, since no one's selling it and it's literally nowhere anywhere, what I've done is sort of a special unadvertised bonus for you, is I've like put all of those videos and all of the modules for the workout program for Six Pack Shortcuts in this members area, so that you can use them to fundamentally shift your entire body. And so that's what this section is. This is the course by Mike Chang, which is not available anymore on the market. Nobody sells it. Nobody has it, from what I know. I've done extensive research trying to find this guy and figure out like what happened. But basically, like, he's into like chakra meditation and like spiritual enlightenment now, and so he's not really focusing as much on like teaching people how to get really fit, which is cool. I mean, meditation's really amazing, and we talk about that in the implementation program. But this course was a total game changer for me, and so you know, this isn't like my content, but I know it will totally change your life, and so that's why I want to give it to you here. This might be the right time for you to use it. It might be maybe in a month you come back to start. It might be maybe in a couple months you come back. But what I really recommend is that you take a look at it and you ask yourself a question. You say, do I have 3 months to contribute 1 hour a day to working out? And it's a simple yes or no question. Do you want to change your life or not? And if you do, then what I recommend is that you go through this program over the next 90 days, and it will change everything. It changed everything. In my life, changed everything. I got a couple of buddies who went through this program, and it's the same thing. Like, they're lifting with me now. They're in the 1,000-pound club. They're awesome. I love them. This is a total game changer because it shifts your entire health, state, your entire body. And I mean, just like, you know, going back to our idea of health, wealth, relationships, like I'm not really gonna teach you how to pick up girls or stuff, or if you're a girl, whatever. But I mean, if you look insanely amazing, like it's a lot easier to get women, or the other way around. I'm just really excited to share this with you because I think it'll change a whole lot. I think it'll add a ton of value on top of all the wealth building information that's in the 9 new members area. And hopefully if you guys got Think and Grow Rich course, you'll learn from that too. So it's really, really great stuff, and I hope you enjoy it. So that's what this is, that's what all this is. And I will pass it over to Mike Jane to give you the introduction of the course, introduction to the modules, and the introduction to everything that's here. It's pretty simple. Like I said, he's gonna go through all the courses. Just a heads up, there's a little thing at the end called the muscle building vault. And if you at any moment have any question about how to do a certain exercise, or you see one of the exercises explained in one of the videos and you don't really want to like play it at half speed and like study how they do it, and maybe you can't really tell, or you've never done that exercise before or something, there's a muscle building vault at the end that has a bunch of videos about how to do pretty much all the exercises that are in the entire course. In the entire training. And if you ever need anything explained in depth, just go over there and it'll be like a full video about how to do a certain exercise if you ever get hung up on any kind of exercise. But your action step and what you need to do right now is watch the introduction to Six Pack Shortcuts by Mike and start going through his course, because it will change your life. Okay? That fair? That sound awesome? All right. Sweet. Thank you guys so much. Good luck speaking and learning about exercising and getting insanely swole from Mike. Bye.